Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial on how to get started with Thinkific for your online course. Thinkific is an all-in-one learning commerce platform. This means it provides all the tools you need to build, market, and sell your online courses, communities, and digital downloads from a single dashboard. It is designed to empower experts and entrepreneurs to monetize their knowledge without needing a background in coding or web development. The platform is built around a user-friendly drag-and-drop course builder that allows you to structure your curriculum and upload various content types. These include videos, text, quizzes, and downloads. Now, Thinkific also includes a powerful site builder so you can create a brand ad-free website for your courses. Beyond just creating, Thinkific handles the business side of things with built-in marketing and sales features. These include payment integrations, custom pricing, and tools for student management and analytics. This allows you to focus on what you do best, which is teaching, while the platform handles the technology. So let's begin on getting you started. So now let's go over to the top where you have free trial. You can click on start free trial. So right here, you get to unleash your unique genius. You can use your email or continue your sign up with Google. This makes things easier, so we're going to go ahead with it. Click and continue with Google. Then right here, you're going to choose your company size. You have some options here, just me, part-time, just me, full-time, and you have your team options where you can choose between 2 to 4 people or up to 500 plus people. So go ahead and choose which applies to you. So here you're going to need to put in your details, your card number, expiration date, all the details required for your payment, and proceed to start with your 30-day free trial. Now, as you can see, we have 6 steps to follow, and we're currently on the first page. We're welcomed, and you'll need to choose what best describes you. We're going to go ahead and say trainer or educator. Then here, you'll need to state the size of your following or email list. You're going to go ahead and choose what applies to you. Then on the third step, you'll need to state how much money you've earned selling your knowledge in the past year. Now on the fourth step, you'll need to state what you'd like to create first. You have the first option as a digital download, a course, a coaching session, or a webinar. We're going to choose course. Then you'll need to choose if it's a free product or a paid product. Now, of course, if you don't want to do this, you can click on skip personalization, but this is pretty much up to you. We're going to go ahead and choose paid product. And then on the 6th step out of 6, you're going to describe your audience and what they'll learn. It says here, we'll use this description to generate a course outline and you'll be able to make changes later. So here we have a description, how to become an IT specialist. This is just something that you might want to write as suggested by Thinkific. Click on create. So currently it's drafting our course and it has some processes running in the background and we'll need to wait for it to complete. Now, once you get into your dashboard, this is what you will find on Thinkific. Thinkific has a sidebar where you have some options and you also have some options at the top area. And by default, you might find yourself on the landing page. You have a cheerful color, which is basically yellow and orange. You also have neutral, which of course you could switch into, or you could go for the suite option. There is a contemporary or the professional option. Now, these are different presets which you can choose from. We prefer the cheerful, so we can leave it as that. And for this tutorial, we'll be taking you through the different aspects of your Thinkific platform so you can make things more personalized and according to your preference. So we have our landing page, and once you have everything done, you can of course go to the preview. We're going to click in preview for a moment, and you can see here all lessons or all published lessons. So we're going to click on all lessons, including drafts, because this is just our first time, and see what we have. Great, so right here we have the IT Support Specialist Mastery, and this is what your student will see. It's currently at 0, and this is basically your progress bar. Now here on the left side, you can see that it's been able to automatically generate some of the main aspects of the course. You can see Introduction to IT Support, and underneath it you have 2 aspects. You have the Welcome to Your New Career and Understanding IT Foundations. Of course, you could go through all of them to see what they have, but all of these are just presets which you can of course personalize or make some edits along the way. When we go back to the previous tab, we can go over to the curriculum. When we click on the curriculum tab, it's going to show you exactly what we had in our preview. You can see Introduction to IT Support, basically the back end of what we have on the preview of our course. So this is where you get to add a lesson, add details to it, etc. Now, for example, you could choose to add content to your course depending on where you want it to be. So here you have Introduction to IT Support, and these two are here. You can click on it, and then you could write in your title. You could put in videos from your library. You could upload a video file if you don't have any library. And then you could, of course, add some text, which is, of course, optional. Then you have some lesson settings. Now, because we chose this to be a paid course, you can decide to have some free content for your course. And this is a great option if you're having others to have a taste of it before getting into it. So you have make this a free preview lesson. And of course, if you want to enable discussions in this lesson, you can go ahead and do that. Make this video downloadable. This is pretty much up to you. But in most cases, this may not be a preference by most course owners, right? So we could leave it at that. Or of course, later, if you don't want to use this course, maybe you're going through some upgrades, you can come over to curriculum, select the course, select the chapter, and then click on delete. In our case, we're going to go ahead and click on save lesson. And that's how you get to save your lesson after putting in everything you need to have in your course. And in principle, you just need to follow the same steps for all these other chapters and subpoints throughout your course. Now, your course is not just about the curriculum. You have settings and pricing. We're going to go over to settings, and you have your basic settings, image and description, course player appearance, progress and completion, drip schedule, admins, revenue, partners, and affiliates. So these are different settings which you might, of course, want to go through it. Now, here you have your theme, and we're currently in the light theme. We prefer the dark theme. And of course, you could choose this option based on your preference. When you're done, you can click on Save Settings, and you can see your settings have been saved to your course. Now we have the pricing, and this is important if you're having a paid course, and under pricing, you just have one tab, which is the primary pricing. And here you can set your initial pricing option that will be displayed on the course landing page. In order to do this, of course, you'll need to set up payment. If you click on set up payment, you will be taken to a new tab where you'll need to set up your Stripe account or PayPal account. So you'll need to have these two options, as Thinkific uses third-party payment providers to handle payments. And right here, of course, you could have some other settings such as orders and accounts, code analytics, sites, and learning content. Now back on our dashboard, you have the option to make it free, and this allows you to offer free content to your subscribers. Of course, you have the one-time payment as another option. Then if you want to go through other options, you have the subscription and membership and the monthly payment plan. So because we have these two options, of course, we're going to go ahead and choose the one-time payment. It says your primary price, a one-time payment of $100. Of course, if you want to make some edits to this, you just need to come over to the three dots here, click on edit, and you can make this different. Now, this is $100, and you can set the enrollment days. And this is the enrollment duration. You can say 180 days, and you can click on Save Primary Pricing. Now, remember, you'll need to set your payments to activate a proper checkout. Now, that's what we have so far for the curriculum, settings, pricing, and landing page. And of course, as we mentioned, when you've done everything, you could go over to preview. And of course, at the end, you would definitely want to publish. When you click on the drop down, you have publish now or set a pre-order. This is pretty much up to you. Now on the left sidebar, you have your home, products, channels, marketing, sales, and these are different features that will help you improve your seamless workflow while using Thinkific. Now, Thinkific really tends to all your needs, and so you have everything you'll be needing as a course creator. We're done with courses, but then you have communities, digital downloads. This is where you can basically create a digital download of your course, and you can of course start earning with this option. You also have coaching and webinars. And this option helps you to create and manage live events to engage your audience in real time. This is a great option to garner more audiences and grow your community. Then you have memberships, and of course, as we mentioned, you'll need to upgrade to create a membership plan if you're desiring to do so. And your video library is basically a place where you can find all your video content which you've produced and uploaded for Thinkific. So you can have them here, and when you're trying to add these videos to your courses, it will be an easy option to simply choose from your video library. Then of course you have channels, marketing, which will definitely help in creating leads, funnels, affiliates, and email automations. Email automations are a perfect way to have a hands-free marketing management while being online. You can have your email automation where you can control your email sales flow, or abandoned carts. This is great where you have users who might have abandoned carts, but this basically helps with automating the process. As you can see, win back lost sales by sending an automated email follow-up to leads who abandoned their carts before making a purchase. So you don't need to handle your business manually. You can leave everything for Thinkific by simply setting up automations and focus on what you love doing best. Over time, you might want to check your analytics to see how things are going with your orders, revenues, enrollments, etc. And here you have your settings. Now, when we click on settings, it's going to take us to this page where you have your site, learning content, payment, and by the way, this is where we were before, and you can see your learning content. You can see your primary color, and this is where you can choose a color if you want to have different colors to your course. Now, of course, if you want to have more features here on Thinkific, you can use the plans option to upgrade, and this will take you to where we have the Thinkific different plans, and you could choose between the monthly or the annual. The annual option saves about 25% on the long run, so you can make your choice. And lastly, you have your integrations. Integrations are a great way to add some more apps to your Thinkific to help speed things up. For example, you have QuickBooks Sync, which is a streamlined bookkeeping by synchronizing Thinkific payments data with QuickBooks. And of course, you have Zoom to enable live lessons through Zoom's video meeting or webinar tools. So this is how much we can take on how to get started with Thinkific for your online course. We hope this will help you to kickstart your online course using Thinkific. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.